Good evening, family. It is Sunday, the 3rd of October 2021. We are truly living in enormous times, great times of tribulation, of challenge, of chaos, of discord, of darkness. But I am here to come to reassure to you that all that we are facing will truly be glorified by the new dawn of the age of Aquarius, which will rise and shine upon us all. But first, before we witness the rise of the new light, we must face the darkest moments before dawn. I'm not here to tell you that it's gonna be easy. I'm here to tell you it's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be intense. But I'm also here to tell you that we are capable. We chose to be born into this time, and each one of us has all the ability that we need in order to face all that is coming our way. We must hold strong to the vibrations of love. We must hold strong to the frequency of the divine love, the divine light, with trust, with faith, in the unknown. For from the unknown, the new known will rise. After every death comes a rebirth. Fear not, beloveds, fear not. Embody love, embody light. A collective consciousness needs each and every one of us to sustain the frequency of love and light. I am sounding the alarm, for we are now entering the crescendo, the intensity of the intensity. And there will come scary days, and there will come intense days, and there will come fearful times. But in those times I urge you to pray the most, to invoke the divine love the most, to eliminate all fears from your mind, from your heart, from your soul, to rebel against the need to suffer, to rebel against the need to be scared, to trust the divine plan, for this too shall pass, and we will rise and shine together as one family of love and light. Welcome, family, for a very, very important live stream. There is a lot I'm here to share with you tonight, and I will do my best to share it in the best positive way I can. But I can promise you, it's not gonna be easy for me or for you. But I'm here. As always, I'm here to shine the light with you, to smile at you, to make you laugh even in the toughest time, and to promise you that this too shall pass, and what's coming ahead of us will be truly, truly beautiful. So, before we start tonight's live stream, I wanted to share with you a medicine song that I've recorded on the full moon in Pisces for our beautiful community in Patreon, which thanks to them I'm doing this, by the way. I will get to that, yeah, afterwards I'll get there. But first, I wanted to give you a bit of army medicine vibe, okay? Let's soak it in after the dramatic beginning. Let's have some medicine. Here we go.
Warrior, peaceful warrior, peaceful warrior, rise and shine again. Step into your power. The power of your love. Remember who you are. Beyond these times on earth. Warrior. Peaceful warrior. Peaceful warrior. Rise and shine again. Feel the warrior family. Hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, oh.
Welcome, family. An absolutely needed beginning for our live stream. I had to give you a bit of I had a very challenging task in my hands today. The challenging task is that I need to deliver messages about intensity. I need to deliver messages which may be uncomfortable. Messages that maybe could be seen as not really that much love, but I will do my best to bring them with as much love as I can. So let's put a smile on our face now and say, hello family! Welcome to another love stream. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. I've been working on this love stream for quite some time now, and I've prepared all kind of goodies for you. But I want to start with the chat room. Let's say hello to all the beautiful people. Hello Sophie, hello Janeline, hello Bridget, the fire has been lit, baby, yeah. Brother Chris Field, hello beautiful brother and Juliet. Hello Carrie, hello Peter, hello April, hello Kate, hello Chloe and Adrienne. Hello Michelle, hello Catherine, hello SASC. First time, baby. Welcome. First time. Awesome. Hopefully we'll see you again. Hello, Jess. Kelly Tribe, Jess. Fantastic. Shalom, Dana. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Roll King, the one and only Hola, hermano Stefan. Hello, Rosina. Namaste, beautiful brother Bharat and Rukshika. And who else? Bridget. Hello, Bridget. Natalie from the Northern Rivers. Fantastic. There is an echo because I put an echo. Hello, Kate Stephans. That beautiful piece of track, you can find it on YouTube. It's called Sound the Alarm, and it's literally what I wanted to tell you about today. Sound the alarm, family. So Kate, hello Sarah, hello Simone, shalom Dennis, hello April. Yes, Bara, thank you. Every time I forget, I'm such a bad promoter of my own YouTube. I'm not joking, because I'm here, I'm a giver. I come to give. It's like I'm not really one of those like, oh, I'm coming to give, but in order for me to give, I want you to do this, and that. No, and usually I forget about it. So maybe, thank you, Bharat, for reminding me. Please, family, press on the like button of the movie, subscribe to our channel. It really helps us. We are now on 820 subscribers, which is fantastic for us. And that's the best way, the most free way you can support us. The other way you can support me is by using the affiliate links, which I've got for you on healingdelight.com website, which is right underneath me here in the picture. And the other best thing you can do is actually join our community, online community. The address is underneath the chart of the astrology, patreon.com/healingdelight. This is where we have the most amazing group of souls, which we share the same seats in the ark as we sail through the vortex of this shift, of these tremendous times, holding space for each other. We've got heaps of chat rooms going on. We've got, spirit, crypto, gardening, market, festival. We've got so many things going on there. But on top of that, the community is also receiving every month the new moon meditation and the full moon meditation, which I record here live. and I mixed it and I posted to the community. So if you are interested in connecting with like-minded people and being a part of a community, it's very important in these days we live in. Join us. Back to the chat room. Kate, you just realized that you're going to the Patreon, was playing from Patreon and YouTube. So you had a double echo on top of my echo. Woo-hoo. Bishop, brother Bishop. And okay, who else? Tabitha. Hello, Tabitha. Welcome. Why am I not scrolling back? Oh, that's it, Tabitha. You're the last one. Oh, Leah. Hello, Leah. And Kate from Brighton, Bayside. Fantastic family. Wow, the software that I'm streaming for have done an amazing upgrade, and things are really much, much better. So I'm really appreciative of what the software has done. Great job, great job. So yeah, here we are, family. Here we are. How you doing? How did you survive? Ooh, what a weekend we had, hey? What a weekend. You know, last week we spoke about this coming weekend, and I told you the whole week is brewing, and then as soon as Friday come, boom. And indeed, Friday came. And what did we had on Friday? On Friday we had a truth bomb dropping on us from the powers, whoever they may be. And suddenly the entire community of Melbourne went into fear. Complete fear. Small and big. Confident and insecure. Everyone suddenly dropped into such amazing fear because one person has told them that they have to do something. And these people, they forgot. They forgot that they have their own sovereignty. They forgot. And so they got really afraid and scared. And I just, you know, my strength is when there is very challenging times. This is the times I perform the best. When there is very tough times or times of danger, of risk, of people in struggle or suffering, this is where I perform in my best form. And so over this weekend, I found myself basically in the most intense activity I ever had since the beginning of all this poo. Now, those of you who don't know this channel that well, when I say poo, we are talking about that which is going on out there. You know what I'm talking about because we don't mention it here. And when I say juice, is when we talk about that thing that is being used in order to make the poo even worse. And so if I use poo or juice, you know what I'm talking about. I need to find a new word for the activity of when bad people do bad things without regards to good people. It's kind of, T, and then there is an E, and then there is an R, and then there is an O, and then there is an R. So let's call that, I don't know. How am I going to call that? Fart. My God. Because fart is kind of an act of that, you know. You can kind of fart in the middle of a cinema. Nobody knows you did it, but then suddenly everyone smell it, and you're like, oh man, who did that, man? That's disgusting, man. Whoever did that, stand up, man. At least let us know, you know. So that's kind of similar to the word T and E and R and O and R. I hope I'm spelling it right, my goodness. But basically, there will be a part with which I will talk about that as well. So if I say fart, you know I'm talking about that. Back to the chat room. Who has joined us? Let's see. Carly Rasta, welcome, beautiful sister. And brother Ashley, I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, you're coming back to Melbourne, baby. Oh, awesome. Come in. And ACDT time zone. Again? Far out, man. Far out. I've changed it. There you go. Thank you, Bharat, beautiful brother. You're on the ball. And Fairley Avenue, and Brioni, and Eddie. Hello, Eddie, as well. And who else? Hello, Jules, sisters. Beautiful, fantastic. Cool. So, Friday. Let's just get straight into it so you'll understand what I'm talking about, okay? Friday. The Friday that just has passed, of course, I'm talking about that. I'm taking you there. And here is Friday. And what happened on Friday? When you know who said you know what? that made the entire community of Melbourne go into fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I'm getting there. Give me a second. Patience. Patience, people. Patience. There we go. Friday, 11. Oh, let's make it 11:11. Why not? There we go. Friday, 11:11 p.m. Mars here. Let me just check that you can see it. Yeah. I hope you can see it. Mars here on the 10th degree and 45 minutes of Libra, conjunct the Sun, 2 degrees apart, but this is a conjunction indeed. I will show you that to you soon in another form, and you will see that it's pretty much conjunction. So Mars, opposition to Chiron, 10 degrees, 44 minutes. Okay, so Mars needs to go to 44. Okay, there we go. 44. It happened exactly at, for the people who are very Virgo-like, stick to the facts. Friday, 10:26 p.m. 26 p.m. on Friday, Mars, 10 degrees, 44 minutes, opposition to Chiron, 10 degrees, 44 minutes. And we kind of spoke about last week. If you want to hear about it more, you can go to last week's live stream. But very shortly, Chiron is the wounded healer in Aries. It's dealing with our insecurities, our vulnerabilities, our wounding, our pain, our trauma, all the things that happened to us in life that made us kind of lose a sense of self, or lose belief in self, or value for self, or self-trust, or knowing it's like, oh, I'm just a crippled soul abandoned by God on planet Earth, and everyone abused me, I'm a victim, That's Chiron. And Chiron in Aries, something I've learned this week, a very interesting fact, that Chiron has a very elliptic kind of journey cycle. And when it comes to Pisces and Aries, it's doing the longest time. In Pisces, it's like 8 years. In Aries, it's 7 years. But then as it goes through the zodiac, it decreases. It's like Taurus is 6 years, Gemini 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, and then like one, because it's doing like a big out, and then it's coming really close. So it's going to be like 7 years in Aries, and it went into Aries in 2007. In 2017. And he's got until 2024. So we're kind of in the middle now of it, right? Now, Chiron in Aries is doing that, and the fact that it's in opposition to the Sun, to Mars, on the 10th degree. By the way, how is the lifestyle? Wow, we're having a really good quality of stream tonight, huh? Hallelujah. That software upgrade was amazing, fantastic. So yeah, Mars, I'm really happy with all the setup today. Mars in Libra, Mars is the masculinity. It's the manpower. It's that desire, passion, aggression, initiation, penetration, activism. But it's in Libra. Mars home is in Aries, where Chiron is. Oops, excuse me. Mars home is in Aries, where Chiron is. So Mars prefer to be in Aries than in Libra, because in Libra it's in Aries, Mars is like, I'm doing my thing, I'm going my way, I don't care what anyone think, I'm doing it. But suddenly Mars comes to Libra and it's like, oh my God, not only I'm not in my own home, but I'm in my in-laws, So look at it like that. It's like when a planet is in its own home, you're inviting your family into your home for dinner. You cook what you want to cook, you set up the table you want to set up the table, you invite whoever you want to invite, you play your kind of music, your kind of scents, food, whatever. But when it's the opposition to your home sign, you are going for dinner at your family-in-law. So you're related, you're connected, but it's not your home, and it's not your family, it's not your thing. It's more like your in-law. It's okay, but it's not your fully natural place. It's kind of a place where you're more like, you need to a bit compromise about who you are and what you are and what kind of music you like to hear, or what kind of food you like, Let's say that you're coming from a European background and you marry, an Asian partner. And so, or let's say you're American and you marry an Asian. So you like your burgers and your sausages and your steaks and your that. And when everyone comes to your place, you're making a barbecue and you're having beers and everything's cool, or wine or whatever. But then suddenly when you go to your in-laws, you all sit around the table and you have like chopsticks and, you get like small pieces of things and like there's a bit of sushi and there's a bit of sashimi and there's a bit of miso soup and there's a bit of that. And different, what I'm trying to say is like it's different to what you are. So you have to adjust yourself. So with the time you may develop all kind of techniques to handle it. Maybe you'll do a barbecue at home, you'll have your sausage and then you go. We have to laugh, remember, we have to laugh. We love laughing, you know that. So Mars in Libra, bottom line, it's not in its oomph because it has to consider the others, Libra. Aries is all about self. Libra is about the others. So it's like, with all the respect to what you want, you still need to consider the fact that other people are involved and you also need to consider them. And so Mars can't fully do whatever he wants in Libra. He has to be diplomatic, he has to act with fairness, he has to have balance, he has to make sure that whatever he's doing is with equality. And it's like there is justice for all, not just for him. And that's the journey of Mars in Libra. So Mars is here to take action for fairness, equality, and justice within relationships between self and the others. But what is he opposing? He is opposing the reason why he is not feeling the best about himself. He is opposing his wounding, opposing his weaknesses, his insecurities. So is going to face the others, and through facing the others, suddenly his own wound and insecurity becomes alive. And so what happened to us as a collective on Friday when our dear dictator has dropped on us the new ghetto rule was that everyone who wished to make a living and survive in this modern time has to take juice. I almost have nothing to say about that because there's not much you can say about that. What can you say about someone, Aries, that has way too much power in his ego, way too much power in his hands, and the power corrupted his soul completely, the power took over his soul, and some demonic beings probably are playing out over there, and he decides that everyone should do what he wants. Everyone should do what he wants. No. But the majority of people forgot about sovereignty, forgot about self-empowerment, about the birthright of each one of us has of what we are willing to do and not willing to do with our human body. I mean, fair enough. You want me to close my business, I'll close my business. You want me not to see clients, I won't see clients. You want me to work from home? Okay, I'll work from home. You want me to be in a curfew after 9 p.m.? I'll be in a curfew from 9 p.m. You want me to wear a mask when I go down the street? Okay. But you are not going to tell me what to put in my body. Now, I don't even need to scream it, to yell it, to protest about it. I don't need to do any of that. I just need to know that. I just need to know that it doesn't matter. That's the boundary. You shall not enter my body over my dead body, bottom line, okay? That's kind of the fine line. But people fell into the trap of fear. Why? Because it's opposition to Chiron. It's wounding me. It's disempowering me. I am scared. I am afraid. I am weak. I'm confused. I don't know what to do because I'm intimidated. That was that energy. Mars opposition to Chiron. Now it's conjunction with the Sun. So the Sun is the soul essence. I am. I wanna live in a society that is fair, that is equal, that is balanced. I want to live in a country, in a city, in a suburb that is fair and equal in balance, but I'm facing some kind of a disempowering, overpowering force that is abusing me. That's that energy of Mars conjunct the Sun, opposition to Chiron, which we have prepared you for a week ago. And so when that happened, I wasn't surprised. It was intense. But because I had the awareness through the stars and through the process of consciousness, which is what I'm aiming to facilitate for you, is to give you the awareness and to give you the tools of that which is coming this week and throughout this lunar cycle that is coming from the new moon, which will happen on Wednesday night. So that when things will happen and manifest, you will remember and have the awareness that it's in divine order. It's guided by the stars. We can read it, we can see it, it's a part of the script. So when we have that awareness, we should not be afraid, or not, we should navigate. The awareness is a tool for navigation. We cannot change reality with the awareness of that which is coming. We can navigate through that which is coming with the awareness. Okay? So that's been this Mars-Sun opposition to Chiron, which happened on Friday night. And then on Saturday, I was bombarded by messages on social media by beautiful souls that used to come to meditation, people that I actually haven't heard from for a long time, through all this period of time that we all kind of been divided and split into our own houses, caves, lockdowns. Suddenly it was actually a great sense for me to connect with these people, even though it was just like through a like or through a heart. I was like, oh my God, Brandon, oh my God, Ely, oh my God, all these people, all these names that suddenly came into my consciousness. And I was like, yes, connection, love, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you love. But it was calling of despair. People were like shaking. People were traumatized just by that news. People fell into... I literally went to buy a coffee from the shop, and I was like, hey, brother, how you doing? He's like, I'm actually quite flat. I had quite a bad reaction to this news because I'm afraid that if I'll take this juice, all these shaking people and things like that. I was like, stop it right there. Stop. Right there. Do not entertain fear. Do not entertain uncertainty. Do not entertain doubt. Don't you understand the spiritual mission of these days comes down to that basic thing of the frequency of that which you vibrate on? What are you feeding with your mind? What are you feeding with your spirit? What are you feeding with your energy? That's the most important thing to do right now and throughout all this time. Through many things I can explain to you in the charts. And so, no matter what happens out there, family, please remember that guideline very strongly. When you take the pyramids of fear, you can narrow it down and narrow it down and narrow it down, and at the end of the day, it will come down to the most basic. Fear of death is the father of all fear, right? Because you can fear someone stealing your car, or someone robbing you, or someone doing this to you, or you can fear something happened to that or something. But at the end of the day, the biggest fear that most people have is the fear of death. Now, dear family, let me tell you something. As someone who faced death many times in my life, I live my life with zero fear from death. If I will die right now, I'm totally cool with it. If I will die tomorrow, I'm totally cool with it. There's nothing to fear. If you'll die, you'll die. What's the point fearing about it? The idea is that instead of fearing death, you need to love life. You need to love the fact that you're alive today. You're alive right now. Instead of fearing your beloveds, just love the fact that your beloveds are here with you right now. Pay attention to the love that you have for your beloved, instead of sitting with your beloved and fearing what will happen to them. But what will happen to my kid, to my daughter, or to my son if they make them take the juice? And you are so afraid of some futuristic unknown situation that your daughter and your son are sitting here next to you and you're not even smiling and hugging them, because all that you do is like fearing in your head about something that might happen to them. Really, it's ridiculous when you think about it. As I'm speaking, I'm realizing that I need to play the mantra. We haven't had the mantra yet. Let's bring the mantra. Those of you who don't remember or don't know, We have developed a nice habit that when we do the love stream, and as I speak in the background, I'm playing the Mahamritanya mantra, which is a mantra for healing and peace, that we are aiming to bring into our beings and into all people. Here we are. Please let me know that the levels are good. I hope that they're not too loud. Chat room for a moment. Hello, Kirsty. Hello, Van der Poel, Charlotte, and the kids. Charlotte, there's going to be a bit of... not all the messages today are for kids, okay? I wouldn't like children to hear what I have to say today, okay? So if there are any children watching us tonight, please not tonight, okay? Thank you. Hermano, best quality ever, hermano, gracias. Alex, hello Alex. Hello Crisel. And hello, where was I? Alex, Crisel, Dennis. String quality is the best so far. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Hello, Jules, beautiful sister. The chief of command of our Poo and Jules chat room. We have initiated Sister Jules this week to be the chief of command in the Poo room. She deserves it. She was the reason why I've created that room, because she just kept on nudging me about posting things about it. And she deserves it, and she's doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Jules, for everything you're doing over there. Thank you. And hello, Cassandra. Hello, Sarah. Shalom Inbar. And hello, Kate. Late to join tonight? No, you're not late at all, darling. You're not late. The most of it is ahead of us. Hello, Pala. Beautiful Pala. Welcome. Thank you for your love. Ali. Hello, Ali. Good to see you again. And Kate. Okay, awesome. Fantastic. Do not entertain fear. No. That is the most important thing. The most important thing, really, honestly. Okay. Boom Media Marketing. Hey, brother Ami. Phil. Hey, hello, Phil. Brother Phil. Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. All right, so the mantra is playing. I hope it's in the right level. You let me know. And now, this was Friday, okay? So that kind of what created all this kind of vibration, okay? But, you know, I'm not saying it's easy, okay? I don't blame you. I don't blame you, of course. Thank you, Phil. And Miss Moose, welcome, Miss Moose. Cool. Now let's move on. We've got a lot of astrology to talk about, but before that, Om family, lots of Oms for October. Lots of Oms for October, because October is going to be eventful. October is going to be intense, especially from the new moon onwards, but I would say even more from the second part of the month. But there's some good things happening in October too, but the good things that are happening are basically everything is kicking into gear and we are going. Okay? So, I'll drop it on you. I'll drop it on you soon. Let me just get there. Now, let's move into Saturday, and now we're going to Sunday. This is where we are now, right now. Let's scan the map of the sky right now, okay? So remember what we said. Pluto retrograde for a long time, 5 months already, in Capricorn. Saturn retrograde for a long time in Aquarius. Jupiter retrograde for a long time in Aquarius. Neptune retrograde for a long time in Pisces. Chiron retrograde for a long time in Aries. Eris retrograde in Aries. And Uranus retrograde in Taurus, and the nodes are retrograding backwards, okay? And so you can see that from here, everything is in retrograde, okay? And the only things that are moving forward, we spoke about intensely 2 weeks ago, if you want to go back there, is the moon, that is right now as we speak, on the 29 degree and 57 minutes of Leo. So when I come to you with these feelings of royalty, of the lion, and I'm saying to you, fear not, because because the moon is now on the 29 minutes and 57 minutes of Leo, and I want to talk about this emotional feminine moon goddess in the end of Leo, of royalty, of bravery, of courage, of strength, of heart-centered. This is an important moment now to bring the next entertainment. I've prepared all kind of cool things for you today, okay? So, the next one is, sorry mantra, Om is pausing for a second. And right now, we're going into an important speech of the moon in Leo, at the end of Leo, that you need to listen to. Here we go.
I am William Wallace. And I see a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to fight as free men. And free men you are. What will you do with that freedom? Will you fight? Fight against that? No! We will run! And we will live. Aye. Fight and you may die. Run and you'll live. At least a while. And dying in your beds many years from now, would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
They can take away our life, but they can never take away our freedom. Do you get it, Primary? Do you get it, warriors? Okay. Run away, and you might live in your lockdown house with your green passport and juice in your body, and you'll be able to go with your face mask to walk, and you'll be able to say, yes, sir. You won't even have to say yes, sir, because if you will even look at them, you will be beaten down to the ground, okay? But if you will stand up now and you will say, I am a sovereign being, I am a free spirit, a soul of creator, I am beyond this time and space, and I will obey the law and order in order to respect the civil society and that which needs to be respected. But my body is my body, and this is going too far. And someone allowed power to corrupt his soul way too much, to the point that countries around the world, leaders of countries around the world, are now talking about Australia in a very bad way, comparing us to North Korea and China. So I'm saying that Australia is about to begin a promotional campaign that is already running around the world, that Australia is opening the gates for tourism again in November. But who would like to come to Australia when we are a ghetto, when we are suppressed to the max? We are the city, Melbourne City is the city that is most suppressed for the longest time around the world, number one. Who on earth would like to come to a holiday in prison? So there is a lot of things that needs to change in this country. You know, when I came to Australia, and I came from Israel, a country that is filled with drama, with farts, the coding, remember the coding, with terror, with war, with troubles, with struggle. I came here, and a few days after I've landed, we walked down the street, and I've asked someone, it's like, oh, sorry, can you tell me please how can I get to this and that? And he went like, yeah, you go this, you go that, and I was like, thank you so much. He's like, yeah, no worries, man. He left me, and I stayed there, like, I was in shock. I was like, did he just say no worries? And for me, coming from Israel, a place that worry is the constant state of being, I thought I'm in heaven. I was like, oh my God, this is heaven. No worries, mate. Yeah, no drama. No drama as well? Oh my God, Australia is the best place on earth. No worries, no drama. Take it easy, mate. Sweet as. Everyone lay back. Everyone's chill. It was amazing. But ever since then, 15 years later, and I find myself in a place that is a joke compared to Israel, in the amount of suppression, in the amount of abuse, of systematic hierarchy. And it's becoming a scary place to live in for many, many people. And so I'm calling all the Australians, and I'm saying to the Australian leaders, to the Australian country, to the Australian people, and I'm saying something here went completely terribly wrong. And the reputation of this country is on the line, to the point that Australians want to run away from here. Something is not right. Something needs to change. And at first, people afraid to stand up and say, sorry, this is wrong. People want to kind of just like comply and obey. And it's like, no, don't say anything, don't say anything. Then it's like, if no one will say anything, then how will ever things change? And so you have beautiful people, conscious people, because in Melbourne City, as much as we have bad name to ourselves right now around the world, and people on social media think that we are wusses, they think that we are losers, they think that we are just obedient slaves, that we don't even dare to stand up and speak for ourselves, but little do they know that there's actually a lot of good people, conscious people, that are actually active, doing things, but in a nice way. Peaceful walking, peaceful protesting. Today, right here outside the lighthouse, there was this acoustic kind of gathering of activists who just chose to do it through playing music by families doing picnic in nature. And it was just released half an hour before it happened. Half an hour before it happened, they synchronized it on their network. They announced the location only half an hour before. And they announced it, and suddenly people telling me, Ami, it's going to be here in Caulfield Park. And I go, wow, unbelievable. You know what happened? Immediately, helicopter within 5 minutes, circling for 2 hours, just blasting the people with sonic pollution. Kids, people, you know these chopper vibration frequencies of these low vibrations of like, that goes into adrenal glands and like adrenaline, and everyone's like, and it doesn't stop, it just stays there. Now it's on purpose. Why do you need to circle for 2 hours for a group of 50 people or 100 people playing music in picnics in the park, for God's sake? But then there was police cars all over the road patrolling and things like, I was like, oh my God, bunch of people doing picnic, and look at this. Why are they so afraid of a bunch of people doing picnic? I don't understand. But that's what happened. But thank God, the people who, I haven't been there, I wasn't a part of it, but I've seen things that people who have participated obeyed the law very nicely. They listened to what the authorities have asked them, and the only reason why they stopped it is because one of the musicians was outside of the 15K radius. Fair enough, by law, fair enough. You can't say anything about that. If that's the law at the moment, that's the law. But you know what I mean. It was just a peaceful picnic gathering music, which is necessary for mental health, for community living. People are stuck in their houses, people are losing it, people are killing themselves. People are depressed, people are anxious. You put the entire society of Melbourne in anxiety. Why do I care? Because they come to me. They message me on social media. They come to me and they ask me for guidance. They ask me to help them. They ask me to hold them in vibration of love when you intimidate them with fear. That's why I speak about it. Because you don't see and you don't hear what I see and hear. An entire community in trauma, in fear, in anxiety, on top of what's going on in reality. So it's kind of like, it pushed me into activity of, I was just there. I was here yesterday all day long, from the morning until the evening, messaging with people on social media. People is like, Ami, I'm scared. Ami, I'm crying. It's like, do not. Everything's going to be okay. Now I'm asking you, community, everyone who's watching me and is capable of helping me. We are all being called into service right now. Step into service. Hold space for your community. Hold space for your family. Hold space for your friends. Spread the love. Spread the comforting messages. Spread them. Give them that faith and that hope. Give them that reassurance that things are going to be okay. Regulate them. Calm them down. Just with a word. Just with a moment of attention. And when you're with them, and even if you don't know what to say, it's enough for you to be in their presence. And as you are with them in their presence, just focus yourself on your inner vibration and make sure that you are emitting that vibration which you wish to install in them. And that will help them. And that will help you. Because as you raise others, you raise yourself. And as you As you support someone else, you're being supported. As you lift someone else, you're being uplifted. And so even though I was here all day long in free giving service, holding space for the community, giving, I ended the day, and I was also going for a break from time to time out of here. And as I walked down the street, I walked the tallest I ever walked before. I walked like a building of strength, of courage, of bravery, of tallness, of like, yeah. Why? Because I was embodying it for others. And so if you're feeling weak, you'll be surprised how strong you feel when you be there for someone else who feels weak. And that's our mission. Join me and do it as well. Do that as well. Just spread in your social media, instead of spreading all these conspiracies and all these, bad things. Did you see what he said? Did you see what she said? You are basically giving them the power. You are utilizing your power to give those who wants to install the fear, you're giving them the power by posting and sharing what they say. I ignore it completely. I don't read the newspapers. I don't watch the propaganda box. I don't entertain the headlines. I know the headlines before they even say the headlines, because they're in front of me right now on this chart. The headlines are inside of me right now on this chart. Okay? And so you choose, and with your choices of what you feed, that is your activism. Of what do you feed? And so go out there into your social media. Go out there into your family, your friends, your neighborhood, your community. And when you walk down the street, make sure you put a smile on your face. Even if you're wearing a face mask, when you smile, your eyes lead. Your energy changes, shifts. And when you walk down the street, instead of kind of like giving that feeling like, okay, he's wearing a mask, he's looking at me. No, go and like, I am an ambassador of love and light. And as I walk the street, oh my God, I'm going to show you something cool. As you walk down the street, if you embody that kind of vibration, it's the best thing you can do, because it is your frequency that makes the most important impact. La bella verde. La bella verde? Where is it? Yeah? Is it this one? No. Just a second. There is a... There is a movie that has this scene in it. And I'm going to search for it. I'm going to search for the scene. So it's called La Bella Verda, the beautiful green, okay? Oh, this is the trailer. I don't want the trailer. I want the movie. And the full movie. There we go. Where's the full movie? Here we are. And it's this French comedy, satire comedy of this kind of enlightened kind of species that sends one of them to planet Earth. And, she's coming fully enlightened to planet Earth. And she doesn't even understand. She's never been on planet Earth before. And she's trying to understand where she is, what's going on. And I'm going to show you the part of I'm talking about that. As soon as she encounters a person, her frequency shifts the consciousness of the other person. That's why I want you to see it. It's like, I want you to be inspired by it. So just a second. It's hilarious. I really recommend that movie. It's really entertaining, okay? There we go. Look at this. Just a second.
Guten Tag. Verstehen Sie, was ich sage?
No, speak English.
And now,
She's changing language.
Je vous dis que je parle pas l'anglais.
Look, she's shifting.
Questo lo capisce?
No comprendo.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Et là, quand je parle comme ça, vous me comprenez, là?
Vous vous foutez de ma gueule ou quoi?
Ça y est, c'est la bonne. Pardon, madame, c'est quoi la langue qu'on parle, là? C'est de l'allemand, du français, de
C'est
l'espagnol?
pas complètement siphonné, vous? Mais qu'est-ce que c'est que
The
cette
lady
balade?
doesn't understand what she wants from
Je
her.
travaille, moi, hein? Et j'ai pas que ça à
But now
faire,
look what
hein,
happened.
tous les
As soon as she
5
leaves, look what happens. Look what happens to the woman.
Pas commode, madame. En plus, elle a pas du tout l'air de porter une robe empire.
Now look at the woman. Look. Suddenly she goes, hmm? She goes cuckoo. It's the frequency of that woman that comes from this higher dimension that shifts the consciousness of the people on earth as they go and say, look, she's doing silly things, right? Completely lost it.
Ma Nicole, qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Mais tu sais bien qu'ils ont 3 semaines, ces gâteaux.
There's other funny scenes in this movie which are worth watching. So La Bella Verda, The Beautiful Green, it's a very entertaining movie. Very, very entertaining and spiritual and just awesome. So that's what I mean, you know, when you walk with the frequency of love and light, when you embody that frequency, little do you know the effect that you make on your environment, on the people that encounter you. And that's the best activism. Now let's get going, okay? I just need a sip of water. Let's bring the mantra back. Where's my mantra? Here we go. Mantra. There we are. Okay. Just a sip of water, just a sec. Okay. Now, back to now, okay? So, right now, Mars that was in opposition with Chiron on Friday night, Mars is now moved into the 11th degree of Libra with 56 minutes, about to enter the 12th degree. But the Sun, look at the Sun. First of all, the Sun is closing in on Mars. They will conjunct towards the end of this week. That's one of the big things. And in general, the tone of this week and the things we need to pay attention to this week is Mars, Sun, Moon, okay? Because I'll show you in a second what's coming. But pay attention. Mars is right now on top of it, okay? Why? Venus is slowing down, slowly slowing down. Mercury is retrograding, okay? Reminding you Mercury retrograding, so be aware of your communication, be aware of your emails, of your computers, technology, of your driving. I was driving today to the sacred space. On the right speed, present on the road, fully aware. And as I'm driving from a left street, this young, stupid man decided to turn right, literally 20 meters before I cross him. Thanks to him, he's lucky that I am aware of what's going on in the energy, because I was kind of alert for these kind of things. I had an impulsive, immediate reaction, and I'm talking about full-on scenario. I've stepped on the brake like a crazy man, and I start braking the wheel like that, but then he's going even more, so I'm braking the wheel to the other side, and I go like, and I literally stopped like 5-10 centimeters from his car as he just continued driving like nothing happened. And I was like, far out, man. I nearly smashed into this man. I would have smashed straight into his body. I would have probably injured him severely, if not more than that, if I was not aware. And so, high awareness on the roads, high awareness with technology, with communication, high awareness with your mind. Mercury is retrograding, okay? It doesn't mean don't do, it just means be extra aware, be more aware. Now, so Mars is passing the opposition to Chiron, but now the Sun is building that opposition to Chiron. Chiron 10 degrees 39 minutes. The Sun 10 degrees 22 minutes, which means that we are now in the intensity of it. The soul essence in Libra. I want to find balance inside of me. I want to find fairness and equality in my relationships. I want to live on earth in a way that is harmonious and fair and just and equal. But what am I facing? I'm facing all the things that wounded me. My traumas, my pains, my abuse, all the things of the insecurities, of the things that made me feel less than, not as good, not as beautiful. You know? And so I can tell you in the moment I feel there is a crescendo of every single piece of crap that happened to me in my life. all coming into a focal point. I'm literally being attacked in all kind of shapes and forms in my life for no reason. I've done nothing but good. And things are coming at me. And so I see what it's about, and that's why I'm capable of also delivering to you. If similar things happening to you right now, where you are being condemned or criticized or judged or abused or attacked or devalued or, whatever, don't ask yourself, why is this happening to me again? Why am I always getting again? No, ask yourself, isn't this the time for me to transcend this crap once and for all? Isn't this the time for me to stand tall for my inner child, for who I have been, to represent myself, and to demand justice, to demand fairness, to demand equality, to demand for my wounded inner child to stand strong, tall, and to demand from a place of sustained power, from a place of sustained power that is found within me, not outside of me, not in anyone else, within me. So you know what happened? Over the last few months, many different forms, external sources, have tried to attack and abuse me and devalue me and put me down. You know where I find myself now? In the most powerful place I've ever been in my life. Every person that is coming at me makes me stronger. Every word that is trying to put me down makes me stronger. I feel the most reassured in who I am. I feel the strongest I've ever been in who I am. I am filled with power. I'm filled with energy. I'm filled with truth. I'm filled with righteousness. I'm filled with sovereignty. I'm filled with it. Because I am here for me. Without leaning on any external sources but me. I am centered in my truth, in my sovereignty, in my integrity. And it's unshakable. It's untouchable. And that's what I'm trying and aiming to deliver to you, beautiful family. That this time has not come to wound us again. This time has come to wound us so that we will transcend that wound into a whole new level way of being. And we are now facing a very important and powerful new moon in Libra. Probably the most dangerous new moon that we've seen in our life. There is huge warnings coming up for this new moon. But if we will act with it in the right way, we will be okay. But I will get there as we go through this live stream. I just gave you a bit of a cookie, okay? Now, Kate, perfect level. John Texera, hola hermano. MJ, hello MJ, welcome. And great time to be alive indeed. Scotland flag emoji when you need it, huh? Hanan, I know you're trying to get me. I know, Hanan. It's been a very busy time for me. Very, very busy time for me. And I haven't taken any phone calls of anyone. I am basically so busy and active that I don't really have the capacity to answer people. Slowly but surely, I will start getting back to people. Hanan, sorry, I will get back to you, brother. Don't worry. I've been on a break. Basically, I haven't seen people for any sessions over the last 6 weeks, almost. I just needed a very healthy break of service to others in order to be in service for Ami. And it's done me very well. Ellie, feeling inspired to help others. Fantastic, beautiful sister. Brilliant mantra. Ambassador of life, of light, exactly. It's good to add love as well, you know, Christy. I am an ambassador of light and love. And magic as well, you know, and you can add many, many things. I'm an ambassador of love, of light, of magic, of joy, of happiness, of harmony, of rainbow and sunshine, of butterflies, of roses and blossoming flowers, of friendships and kindness and generosity and abundance and safety and protection and strength and courage. And bring it on! Bring that on! And you will feel it. It's amazing. Now, hello, Nicole. Welcome, beautiful sister. And Kate, so powerful, fantastic. Jules, it's not a law. It's an offer. they fine you and you take it to court with support and you discharge it. The courts are overwhelmed. None of the fines stick because they aren't based in law. From our beautiful sister Jules, the chief in command of the pool room. Vanessa Beaver, hello beautiful family. Hello beautiful Vanessa, fantastic. Looking at the clock on the other timeline. Ooh, time traveling, huh Vanessa? Alright, so back to the energy theme. Let's get going. Oh, so we spoke about, now we were talking about the sun and Chiron, okay? So this is coming now. It's very cool, right? Because Mars came and dropped on us the wound and demanded us to take action. And it's how you felt disempowered and you couldn't kind of feel how you're going to find power to face this. Or you actually found the power, which I've shared with you how I found it. And now after that Mars passed that opposition to Chiron, now comes the sun, the soul, and says like, thank God I've got my ego, my healthy ego. Thank God I've got my sense of self, my masculinity that faced that. And now I'm coming to recalibrate, says and said, hey dear wound, hey insecurity, hey fear, uncertainty and doubt, which we call in the crypto world FUD, F-U-D, FUD. We don't believe in FUD. When they spread FUD, we buy the dip. Same like crypto, in real life. When there is a scary dip and Bitcoin crashes because China is banning Bitcoin, you buy Bitcoin! You buy Bitcoin in the deep, when there is FUD, when there is blood in the market, when everything is crashing. That's when you buy Bitcoin. You know why? Because if you bought Bitcoin when it was dipping and everyone was afraid because China is banning Bitcoin, then let me show you, if you don't know, what Bitcoin has done over the last couple of days. There we go. Oh, let me just make it properly. Properly. There we go. Okay. So, this is the beautiful thing, right? So, okay, here we are. Bitcoin, I'm bringing the chart for you right now, family. Right now, the chart is coming your way. Here is Bitcoin chart, just to bring it in, okay? Here is Bitcoin chart. We topped here, right? We topped here at 52, 53,000, right? And then we dropped. Boom. And then China FUD. Boom. China is banning Bitcoin. Oh no, Bitcoin is going to back up? Oh. But didn't China ban Bitcoin? Yeah. You know what everyone did? Everyone bought the dip. But I was waiting for it to dip more. Okay, so but that's why you dollar cost average. You don't wait for the dip. You have a dip? You buy. Now, you didn't buy this? That's okay. You could buy this, you could buy this, you could buy this, you could buy here. You missed that and you went up. Never mind, here is another dip. Oh, you didn't buy this? That's okay. You could buy this, you could buy this, you could buy this, you could buy this. Oh, you waited too long and you didn't dollar cost average, because if you have $1,000, you could have bought $200 here, and you could have bought $200 here, and another $200 here, and then at least you would have bought $600 worth, and now it's gone up. Okay, so we're gonna have a bit of correction. So when it dips again for correction, you could get another $200, and that's how you play the game. But don't wait for the time to happen. Let me see. Just a second. Let's take it to the daily. Let's see the daily. By the way, you know, in crypto we say high tide lift all boats. So over the last kind of couple of days, this is the pump of the last 2 days. You see 1, 2, 3 daily candles. Beautiful, very beautiful daily candles. So here was the top, the previous top, 65,000, and then we dipped down all the way down to the 28,000, and then we went up to the 52,000, then we dipped down to the 39,000. Okay, and now we are here. Now yes, we can shoot up, we don't know, but that's why dollar cost average. So but you don't buy here when you just like at this massive pump. You let it cool down a bit, you look for a line of support, and here you can see here there was resistance here there was support here, there was support here, there was support here, resistance here, there was support here. So you see that this line, for example, is a very strong line, which is around 44,000, and we're talking US dollars here, okay? If you want to do the Australian dollar, we'll just put that We'll just do the BTC IUD. And here is BTC IUD, okay? So this is the IUD chart. And look at that. What is that? Where are we? Oh, you can't see it. But here was like March 2020. Oh, Ami, I'm so sorry you bought Bitcoin. I'm so sorry you lost your money. I was like, what are you talking about, mate? Buy the dip, mate. Buy the dip. Are you sure? Let's see. Yes. Oh no, Ami, we're losing money. We're going down. No. Buy the dip. Are you sure? Well, the future will show you. Yes. Because, where are we now? Here we are. 200 Australian dollar. Oh, we can't even see the chart because it's so small, yeah? 200. We're probably gonna end up at least somewhere here. 250,000 Australian dollars. More than that, right? But I'm just giving you a perspective. If we really want to go for it, then here we are. $500,000 is right here. What, are you serious, man? Yeah, serious. Totally doable. You know why? Because the entire economy, the global economy, is about to crash. Boom. Truth bomb, baby. So, yeah. Not a financial advice. Never a financial advice, but a loving sharing of what I know, what I do, what I believe in. And what I've been guiding people for many years now. 4 years. 4 years. It's funny, you know? There's a movie of me saying to people to buy Bitcoin 19,000 Australian dollars. And I'm even saying that, oh, so you don't have $19,000. Oh, you know, but you don't have to buy $19,000 worth. You can buy a friction. Here we are now, like in 65,000. And I'm saying the same thing. Don't worry, buy a friction, you know. Okay, back to astrology now. So, as you can see, we have many topics in our community. We are basically talking about many things, not just astrology. Hola, hermano. Anyway, saludos from Alice Springs. Brother, you are traveling the nation. You are definitely traveling the nation. Thank you for bringing the vibe of Mount Uluru into our chat room, brother. Alice Springs, fantastic. And Vanessa, you did the same. Daylight saving, huh? And Shavua Tov, Ima, Shavua Tov, Neshikot. My mother is online. Woohoo! We got Israel online as well. Okay. So, we spoke a lot now about the Sun and Chiron. This is happening tonight. The exact alignment of the Sun opposition to Chiron. So if you're feeling, you know, if you're playing a bit with your wounds, if you're kind of feeling the insecurity, if you're feeling a bit raw, you know, this is what it's about. You may feel vulnerable, you know. Here's the exact time is 3 in the morning. Tonight at 3 in the morning, this is when will be the exact opposition of the Sun, 10:39 to Chiron 10:39. And so, remember, the Sun is in Libra. It brings the highlight into how we are in relationships with others. The relationships is the main topic. We are in Libra season. It's about justice, fairness, balance, equality. So no wonder Jules says that the courts of law are overwhelmed with stuff. I said that like a few weeks ago. As soon as we entered the Libra stuff, I said, hey, there's going to be a lot of court of laws. There's going to be a lot of things going on in court of law, a lot of judgment, lots of court call, law and order, justice. Right now it happens on the micro level of the people with the people. Soon enough, we will move to the higher level of where those who have been corrupted by power are going to be taken care of by the planets. Not by army, by the planets. It's gonna be a very cool show. You know, even the dark scientist of the Nazis did the most terrible, horrible things to Jewish people. Experiments you wouldn't even like to speak of or to think of. But you know what happened years later? They were brought into court of law in Israel. Don't worry, family. Justice, universal justice, will always take care of people when the time of karma to be paid has come. You don't worry about karmic law of the universe. It's beyond you, it's bigger than you, it's not for you. You just take care of your karma. You focus on your life. I need more water. I feel very dry today. Just a second. So, By the time that the moon will oppose Chiron, the sun will oppose Chiron, the moon will already be in Virgo. Now, as the moon enters Virgo and as the sun opposes Chiron, I'm taking it a bit back. Why? Because on top of this opposition of the sun to Chiron, the moon entering Virgo and suddenly it's squaring the moon nodes. Okay? So we are coming into, the soul is facing, we are all facing these deep old wounds. All the things that happened to us, that has brought us to here and now. And we're all searching for the way to face it, to transcend it, to fix it, to balance it, in order for us to live a fair, equal and just life between us, and then between us and the others. And so the moon comes into the detox, purification, physically embodied Virgo, which means that we may feel it very much right now, embodied anxiety or embodied pain or embodied process in your mind. Mercury is retrograding, so it's time of introspection, reflection, and in general all the planets are retrograding. This week, family, the last 8 days we had a record-breaking 6 planets in retrograde: Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Chiron, Aries, Uranus, and the nodes. Okay? Pretty full on. But the shift is starting this week. Okay? So, the moon is squaring the nodes and says like, just a second, I don't want to feel the south node of Sagittarius anymore. I don't want to feel the same old story, Sagittarius, knowledge, philosophy, things that I was told. I can't sing because I have a bad voice, terrible voice. Who told you have a terrible voice? When I was a child, my mom took me to a singing class, a classical singing teacher, and she just told me that I would never be a good singer. Oh, so that teacher prevented you from singing all your life? Okay, come baby, come here. Come sit with me. I'll play you a crystal ball, and I'll help you do some toning. And I'll give you some practices of toning, how to tone. Even with the mantra. You listen to the mantra. Listen. And you just start by humming to the right tone. As you hum, you are tuning your vocal cords, your consciousness to the tone of the mantra. And then you start singing. So you can sing, you see? And suddenly, so you say, I don't want to listen anymore to that voice in my head that is there because the singing teacher told me that I don't have a beautiful voice to sing. I don't want to listen to that because it prevented me from enjoying singing, which I really love. I want to now listen to the north node of the moon. I want to listen to someone new. I just watched Ami on the love stream and he just told me that, and oh my god, it's touching me because it actually happened to me, and because of that I never really sang. You know what, I'm going to listen to Ami now and I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try humming. I'm going to try singing. Even if it doesn't sound right at the beginning, I will get better and better and better with the time. I wasn't the best singer when I started. First time I joined school choir. At the age of, mom will remember that, my mom will remember that. She was like, thanks to her, she took me to school choir, she took me to concert, everything. First school choir I joined was grade 6. I was 12 years old. I wasn't a good singer. It was the first time I ever sang. I went to an audition. I practiced this song. I was so scared. I was like, I practiced this song and song and song. And when I got there, I sang it. And I still didn't think I sang it good. I didn't believe that, but I was accepted. I found myself being the only male with 12 girls in the school choir, in a band. And all the ceremonies, I was the main lead singer with the girls, and it was amazing. It was fun. And that was my first beginning of singing. So every singer starts from being a bad singer. But singing gets you better. And so try it. So this is the moon with Virgo. Let's detox and purify these old feelings about the stories of what we've been told. You are not pretty because you don't have a six-pack. You are not sexy because you have a floppy bottom. You are not good looking because you're not tall enough to be a model. You're too short. you have small toes, you have awkward nipples, you have short hair, you have big ears, you have weird eyebrows, you have funny nail, you have a beauty spot on your bum, whatever. Every one of us has some damage. We all have some imperfections, but they are perfect. All our imperfections are perfectly designed in order to make us face the imperfection with love. So the moon is now coming in as the sun is opposing Chiron and say, screw that, I don't have a six-pack, I have a one-pack, but I love it, baby. And by loving my one-pack, slowly, they will multiply and they will come two-pack. With the time I will love my two-pack. Suddenly they will bring another friend, there will be a three-pack. And the three-pack will bring a four-pack. You know, you get what I'm saying? Because the two-pack will make you go to gym even more, because suddenly you see two-pack. And if you don't see two-pack, maybe you can listen to two-pack and two-pack. So let's detox and cleanse all these yucky feelings that are based on things we believed in the past, the South Node in Sagittarius, what they told us about us. As the sun is opposing Chiron, let's transcend and evolve beyond this wounding cycle. And let us evolve through going into the future. How do we want to feel? How do we want to visualize life to be? If I don't like living in this suburb because everyone are just like completely unconscious and like behaving funny, okay, now I know that I don't want to be a part of that anymore. What do I want to be a part of? Gemini, North Node. Let's try a new community. Let's connect with new people. Let's talk about new things. Let's move to a new location. Gemini rules environment. Your local environment, your transportation, your communication, how you drive, what you drive, where you go, where you buy, what you do, where you live, bills, communication, jobs, location, okay? So it's like, let's go and connect with new people. Let's make some new friends. Let's get out of our comfort zone, which is uncomfortable anyway. It only became comfortable because it's like we've been there for a long time. But it's not comfortable because, you know, we are uncomfortable in this comfort zone. So let's get out of our comfort zone in order to find a new place and a new connection that actually really truly feel comfortable. And once we will find that, we realize that that comfortable of now was never really comfortable. We were just complying to it. That's the process of today. Let's get going. There's a lot to cover. Okay. So we've done the Venus, we've done that. Now the next thing coming is Mercury, Pluto, okay? So Mercury retrograde here, right, is past, this is when this, Monday. Let's go back to now. It's right now actually happening as well. Mercury, here is Mercury 2309, okay? And is past the Pluto. So that was the intensity of the weekend as well, on top of the Mars with Chiron. There was also the perfect combination. The perfect combination, I'm just bringing you back just so I can show that to you. 2419. Exactly the same time. That's why it was so intense. I spoke about last week in live stream. Go and listen to it. I just want to show it to you. On top of the fact that Mars was opposition to Chiron, Mercury was also squaring Pluto. Our deepest fears, our deepest traumas, suppression of power, authority in Capricorn, government, the dictator, telling us what to do, what we need to do, scaring us, putting fears in society for his own selfish agenda of abuse of power, abuse of sex, abuse of money. And it's squaring Mercury retrograde. I can't understand what's going on. I'm so confused. It's so confusing. They just said that we all have to take the juice and I don't want to take... Why do you even entertain that if you know that you don't want to take the juice? Yes, but it's conflicting with my values. Ami, you know how many conversations like that I had last weeks? I don't know what to do, Ami. It's completely in conflict with my values. And I had to say the same teaching. You are not in conflict. The conflict is external. It's a conflict between the external world and what it projects onto you. But inside of you, there is no conflict. You know who you are, you know your value, you know your truth, you stand, you own it, you know it, and that's it, baby. Your shit balls are bouncing off my golden sphere aura field. Simple as that. I don't entertain fear. That's my rebellion. my rebellious act. A peaceful, loving, rebellious act by frequency. Okay, now let's go on. Let's move on. I need to take you into Mercury trine Jupiter. So after Mercury is past Pluto, Pluto is contraction. So as the Mars and that was Friday, is like, oh no. And from there, Mars is past Chiron, the Mercury is coming off Pluto, and now the Sun comes in. The Sun comes into opposition with Chiron. As the Moon comes into the square of the nose, like, I have to make up my mind and decide how I want to feel, and I need to transcend all this crap. Thank God I'm listening to Ami now on the live stream. It really helped me, gave me some things, I hope. And as this is happening, Mercury is closing in on Jupiter, okay? So this is Monday, tomorrow night, and I'm going to take it a few hours forward, 22:38. Oh, sorry, backwards, because Mercury retrograde. So here it is, Monday afternoon, 4:20 p.m. Mercury, 22 degrees, 28 minutes in Libra, is now doing the trine, which is harmonious beneficiary to Jupiter in Aquarius. Expansion, positivity, optimism. How can I expand my horizon and take all... Now you will see how that which happened to us over this weekend has come to highlight the discord, the wound, the trauma that contracted us. So we will go into Mercury square Pluto, deep thinking, uncovering the secrets of our own psyche, of how our traumas influencing the way we think, operate, and act. And it's like in relationships, for example, it would have helped and is helping to deepen the connection, to get to know each other through feelings even deeper. On the shadow side, potential affairs, potential secrets within relationships, potential maybe people started secretive relationships or are part of secretive relationship, cheat, betrayal, affair. You remember Venus is in Scorpio, topping that up as well with some more spice to that. And so that's all part of that, okay? But then Mercury retrograde comes into Jupiter second time. Remember, Mercury already did that trine with Jupiter. It stopped on the 25th degree. Now it's retrograde doing the second time with Jupiter. It will go back to the 10th degree, and later on it will come and do that third trine. So everything that Mercury is doing now with Pluto, with Saturn, with Jupiter, with Neptune, and with let's see, here's Mercury. He's done the Pluto, now he's doing the Jupiter, then he's going to do the Neptune almost simultaneously, okay? At the same time he's done the Pluto, it was with Aries as well, people march in the street, activism, rising feminine, people protesting, riots, things like that. That's Aries, that's what she's adding. Intense. So now comes the Monday afternoon, and suddenly we have this kind of opening. Oh my God. Suddenly there is optimism. Suddenly there's a shift. Suddenly there's kindness. There's like, Jupiter brings like knowledge, wisdom, philosophy. I'm so thirsty. Let me drop you a bit with the... You know what? No. I'm actually going to let you watch another thing that I've prepared for you for tonight. While I go and grab a quick glass of water. Mantra. Hold it for a second, mantra. Where's my mantra? Okay. This is the second speech, which got to do with this, okay? And yeah, this got to do with the Sun and Chiron, and we're all feeling a bit wounded, a bit scared, a bit fearful, and we don't understand why we're even here then. What's the purpose of all this? Let the next scene remind you that which we are doing here right now, and why, and what will come when the time is right. I'm just gonna go and grab water quickly.
It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frugal. The ones that really mattered. Full of darkness and danger they were. And sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad had happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing. This shadow, even darkness must pass. A new day will come. And when the sun shines, it'll shine out the clearer. Those were the stories that stayed with you, that meant something, even if you were too small to understand why. But I think, Mr. Frodo, I do understand. I know now. Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't. They kept going because they were holding on to something. What are we holding on to, Sam? There's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo. And it's worth fighting for.
There's some good in this world that is worth fighting for. That's why we are here. Because there's lots of good people in this world. Many more good people than bad people. There's many beautiful things in this world. Many more beautiful things than bad, ugly things. For every person that seeks war, there are thousands who seek peace. For every person that is scaring the other, there are thousands that lift the other with love. And that's why we're here. And that's why we do what we do. And that's why we meditate. That's why we pray. That's why we devote ourselves to the betterment of all. Because there are good in this world. There's good people. There's good things in this life that is worth fighting for. So don't let one dictator to make you lose hope and faith of the people of the earth. There's good in this world that is worth fighting for. And that's our fight, through our frequency. Mahamritanya mantra. Let's see the chat room for a sec. You like the t-shirt? No? I'll make it for you if you want, Kate. הקיץ האחרון שלי זה היה שיר. Nice, nice. Yeah, baby boy, I love this. Everybody is beautiful. Elivan. Magen David, what are you talking about? The charts on the 2nd of October, Magen David. Oh, I didn't notice that. Let's see. Let me take it that. 2 days back. Tum. Ah, nice. Hey, you're looking at that, huh? Cool. Here's one trine and here's one trine, yeah. So the trine is like the grand trine is between the Sun and Saturn and Ceres. Ceres, the goddess of harvest, and Black Moon Lilith. And the other one is between Juno, the goddess of marriage, Moon in Leo, and Chiron. Yeah, so it's always for better. Always for better. But back to where we were. We are now, we spoke about, suddenly Mercury comes into Jupiter. And as Mercury comes into Jupiter, why is it suddenly change the time? Here it is. Mercury 2039, Jupiter 2039, Monday 11:20 a.m. tomorrow morning, okay? And so tomorrow morning, and suddenly Mercury Jupiter, a trine, harmonious, beautiful. Suddenly we are filled with optimism. Suddenly this kind of positivity, expansion. Jupiter is expanding us from the contraction of Pluto, of the trauma. Suddenly we expand into the potential healing. And I'm sure that Brother Stefan Hermano is rubbing his hands because we have a private session tomorrow right on this time. And Brother Stefan Hermano, you are nailing the chart because you're about to make a big move, and this energy supports. I'll tell you exactly the way I wrote it, okay? It's excellent energy. Time to clean up and organize. It's funny because before I've done my summer up, first thing I had to come to the sacred space. I had to fix all my table, there were paperwork, things moving everywhere after all this week. Before I even started setting up the love stream, I had to just organize my network. Oh, by the way, you can't see the shirt, so yeah, this is the shirt. There we go. Yeah, baby. Some uniform. Now, so this Mercury with Jupiter is like great for cleaning up, but it's also awesome, fantastic energy for planning and initiating some long-term futuristic big plans. I just realized that I don't like to live in this house anymore. Okay. Now that I've passed through all the motion and emotion of that process, suddenly comes tomorrow and goes like, let's go on the real estate website and look where I'm going to move to. I'm going to move to a new place. I'm going to find a new home. Where do I want to live? Let's go and join a community. Let's pick up the phone call and connect with someone from the community. Hey everyone, community, I'm doing a walk today in Elwood, or I'm doing a walk today in Caulfield, or I'm doing a walk today in Brighton. If anyone's around, let's have a walk. Let's have a coffee. Let's meet and talk. Let's connect. I told you this last week, I want to see community connecting. We have to come together. And so, for example, for Hermano Stefan, this is fantastic to sit tomorrow and talk about all this journey of moving to, wherever you need to move to. I don't want to give too many details, but it's about expansion. And you can find interest in the archetype of Jupiter, Sagittarius, religion, philosophy, law. So suddenly we become interested in the law as we are in Libra, which is around legality and justice, and it's all supportive. So suddenly you find yourself being more educated about human rights law, about your birthright, about what the dictator can tell you to do and what the dictator can't tell you to do. As a simple fact, by law. And as you know, the law, suddenly it takes you out of the contraction. It feels like, I have to take the juice. Into it's like, fuck that. I'm not taking any juice. That's illegal. You can't tell me to take the juice. Did you know that it's illegal? No one can force you to take the juice. It's just fear-mongering tactics. By law. Not by army, by law. So go and study the law. Go and research. And suddenly, that feels good. For example, it's also fantastic for negotiation, for signing contracts. It's good for legal matters, and it could bring like good fortune and abundance in the future if things done in the right way. But, it's interesting because Mercury is retrograde, so Mercury retrograde doesn't mean don't do the negotiation, doesn't mean don't do the contract. It says no, do them, but pay attention to the details, make sure you do it in the right way, in a fair way, pay attention to everything, and if you could sign a negotiation or an agreement and stuff, it could have a very positive effect for your future. Good fortune, good luck, increased happiness. Good to do some charities as well, and making new friends. And then comes the new moon, family. For the new moon, I think that for the new moon we need to bring this back. Here comes the new moon. Oh, just a second. I need to stop the mantra. The most intense and dangerous new moon we probably had in our life is coming this week, on Wednesday. All this time I gave you the goodies, the fun and stuff, but now things are getting serious. We're having a new moon, conjunct Mars, in Libra. Feel the drama in the background. I'm building it up for you, baby. I'm bringing it up. Look at that saga that is happening in Libra. We've got the Sun, the Moon, and Mars, all on the 13th degree of Libra. And what do? They still oppose Chiron in a way, okay? And they trine Saturn, which brings the karma, the justice, the fairness towards the future, other people, Aquarius. But the intensity not only coming from the fact that Mars conjunct this new moon, the intensity comes with the fact that it quincunx Uranus. So here comes Uranus again. Now, the good thing about this new moon is that Mars brings this kind of initiative energy. Suddenly we will feel very powerful, very empowered, filled with courage, filled with strength, filled with initiative, filled with energy. Filled with it. But if we won't facilitate a conscious expression of that fiery activity energy, then it will build up inside of us, and it will become irritation, and it will become anger, and it will build up, and it will just be unleashed suddenly, unconsciously, in a surprise, and it could create damage that will be unrepaired. And it will have karmic results that will affect our future. Do you hear me? Mars is the god of war. Do you hear me? As this new moon and Mars quincunx in Uranus, the sudden, unexpected, shocking trauma event suddenly happens. Uranus is in Taurus. Physical reality, safety, security, stability, money, health. The security of a nation, the security of a country. On a collective level, this could mean crimes, assassinations, even war. This is a big war flag that is being waved in our face. It means missiles could be launched suddenly, unexpectedly. It means that. On a personal level, it means potential irritation, anxiety, aggression, anger, dispute, fight, even to the point extreme shadow of rape and violence. These are the warnings, family. But if we will channel this energy constructively, consciously, and we will release conscious releases of this fiery, initiative, powerful energy, we will be able to utilize it and use it to create with passion. We'll be able to move forward. And so this new moon is setting the tone for a whole new month. We are now coming up to Wednesday, and this new moon is happening exactly on Wednesday night at 10:20. Where is it? 10. No, moving back. There we go. 13 degrees and 24 minutes. Happens exactly on Wednesday at 10:04 p.m. Okay, in Melbourne time. And so, as this is happening, it gives us the tone for the next month. But from now into this Wednesday night, we are now with the moon, the moon traveling through Virgo. Okay, so as soon as the moon kind of, let's say from tomorrow night, we are entering the dark moon phase, which is the phase before the new moon, when the moon kind of become naked, strip. You can hardly see it, if you can see it at all. And that is the phase of the deep reflection, deep contemplation in the cave. The Buddhist monks go into the cave in order to understand and reflect on the cycle which is ending now. Now, what is the cycle that is ending now? It's the cycle which we've initiated a month ago in a new moon in Virgo. And so we had a new moon in Virgo. It was all about the detox, the cleansing, the decluttering of our life. If it's our physical spaces, if it's relationships, if it's people in our life, to just do that, all this kind of cleansing and detox. And then we came through that to a full moon in Pisces, which has brought all the illusions and the deceptions and the lies but the dream and the magic and the healing and the desire. It was like this kind of, I have to let go of the dream that is ending, because I initiated the detox and purification in Virgo. I have to let go of my illusions. I have to let go of my deceptions. I have to let go of those who lied to me, those who cheated, those who betrayed, those who abandoned, those who abused me, those who wounded me. And even if I feel lost and unloved, I have to connect with the Neptune Pisces, with my connection to source, to spirit, in meditation, in devotion, in healing, in love that is felt within me. From there, we are coming now into this new moon in Libra, and it's gonna be all about justice, about fairness, about court of law, about bringing the people into justice, into installing equality. But it's gonna come with mass. It's gonna come with a lot of action. It's gonna come with a lot of fire. It's gonna come with a lot of woof. And now what is happening now? We're in October, and then comes November, and then comes December, where the final square of Saturn Uranus. And it's kind of like, it's all gonna be like boom, 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 boom. So I am telling you right now, there are going to be a lot of riots around the world. There's going to be a lot of protest. There's going to be a lot of rebellions around the world. There's going to be a lot of violence between people and people, between people and authority, between authority and people, between nations, between countries. There is a lot of crap happening the same way things are happening inside one family and inside a group of friends. The same thing is happening between nations, because some nations feeling abused by other nations. Right now you have El Salvador embraced Bitcoin as a currency, giving every citizen Bitcoin into their wallet. They have their own country wallets, but guess what? The big top money doesn't like it. The America and the IMF and all the big banks, they don't like it. So they try to put sanctions on El Salvador. But El Salvador basically saying, you do you and I do me, and you don't scare me anymore because I'm not binded to your dollar. So now they're gonna try and do things to them. That's one example. But you've got the China concept with America, and you've got the America in general, which is facing Pluto return in March 2022. Shit is about to get real, family, and war is potential. There is potential for that, but that's on a big scale. But in the big scale, it can also mean in your personal life. So this is a very dangerous new moon with a big warning that this is the most important time now to choose very wisely every act, every word, everything you do or decide to do, because it will affect your life in a very significant, unrepairable way, and the justice that will be installed due to those actions will be swift. It will be like you've done something you didn't plan to do, you lost your temper, you became violent or aggressive, or you abused someone, and suddenly you find yourself in big trouble, and bam, you are being judged, being swift, like boom, karma, just, and you find yourself now in a situation you didn't want to be in. Don't do that to yourself. There will be the temptation, it's the energy, it's in the air. Okay? So the recommendation for all this, so that's the first thing with the Mars, is kind of giving us all this abundance of energy, but it has the warnings, okay? So we have to do it constructively. So you need to create controlled releases for that, meaning you are angry, you are upset, you are frustrated, right? Go for a walk, go and exercise, burn that energy, do something useful with that, get into your disgusting messy bedroom and start fixing your life. Instead of being upset about how messy your life are, and sit there and let it build up inside of you. And with Uranus, we're talking anxiety, we're talking nervous system activity, we're talking you're totally cool, and suddenly you explode, and you didn't even plan to explode. You don't know why you exploded, but you exploded. Why? Because you actually know that there was this energy building inside of you, and you just kind of let it be there. Don't do that. Use it, control it in a constructive, conscious way. Okay, so the effects again could be destructive irritation, annoyance, impatience. Now if you will do that, accidents could happen, because when you're impatient and when you're irritated, you can just like, you take your water, your I forgot the word, kettle of water, the boiling water, right? It's like, you really pushed me, I burned my hand because of you. No, you burned your hand because you were looking at me when you were putting boiling water on your hand. It's like, it's because of you. It's like, and then suddenly you throw a glass of water on him, and he's now burned with hot water. He's like, I'm gonna show you. And then he's going to the police, and then he's putting a complaint on you that you have thrown hot water on him, and suddenly you find yourself in trouble with the law. And do you get what I'm saying? It's not worth it. The warrior energy is gonna kick in very strongly, but the true warrior knows how to contain and utilize power. The true warrior doesn't abuse power, it uses power. Think Bruce Lee, master of power. It could penetrate a can of drink with just a finger. It could penetrate bricks with just a hand. He could penetrate a wall with a fist. Not with a full-on fist, no, like that. Chick! Why? Because he knew how to control, master and utilize chi, energy. And he could kill a person in a second if he wanted to. Just with a finger, one finger. But he didn't do that. And so this energy, think of Bruce Lee for this month. Wow, so much inspiration. Think about Bruce Lee for this month and like, what will Bruce Lee do, you know? Think about like, how can I utilize power? So the idea is like, it will also give us the potential to transform the high charge into a constructive, productive result. So physical actions, exercise, go and get your 2-pack. Go and lift your weights, go and walk, you know, we're entering springtime. You know, road raging. You're entering springtime, you wanna go to the beach, go and exercise, get your body, instead of feeling like, oh my god, I've put on weight because of all this lockdown, I've been at home and now. And then you can like, yeah, and then it's like, you know, you put on weight, and then suddenly you have a fight. No, go to gym. No, you can't go to gym. Soon enough you'll be able to go to gym, hopefully. Go to the park, go for a walk, do some gardening, do this, but pay attention. Uranus rules electricity, electronics, machinery. And so if you are angry, irritated, please avoid walking with any dangerous tools. Saw, jigsaw, disc saw, hacks, whatever. Not when you're angry, no. You know what I'm saying? Now, because of Uranus, we have the nervous, tense, anxious energy. It will be a bit hard to relax this week, especially as we come with them in towards the Wednesday, the Tuesday into Wednesday, into Thursday. You might feel this nervous energy, you might feel build-up of energy, you might feel anxious, you might feel nervous system activity. With Uranus, I always bring the same awareness. Drink a lot of water. As we drink water, the energy flows better in our body and there's less shortcuts. Okay, now ground yourself, feet on the earth, deep breathing, regulate. There's nerve nutrition, if it's from Chinese herbs, if from health shops, tissue salts. There's that, you know, just do something about that, because it might feel electric. It could feel exciting as well. So there's a few things to it. It's like initiative, abundance of energy to go and create. Uranus brings the inspiration, the out of the box, the kind of quirky ideas, and suddenly you find yourself like, yeah, excited. But then there's also the part of like also irritated, a bit anxious, and build up. So we need to walk with it smart. If we will be conscious, if we will be smart, if we will be responsible and do it in a constructive way, we will actually use it for our benefit. But if we're not, some bad things will happen. Unpleasant things will happen. So that's the big warning of this time. Okay? And that means also in the world. That means protest will have violence. That means even the most peaceful protests have a high potential to have severe violence and abuse of power and things like that, and angry and riots. People have been suppressed for 18, 17, and 19 months now. Do you really think people are gonna come out of lockdown of 19 months saying, peace, love, and happiness, everyone, that was a great time? People are cooked. Talk to your coffee person. Talk to the person you buy takeaway food from. Few sentences. Not in a way of preaching or telling them what you think. No. Ask them, how you doing? How you feel about this? And you will see, people are cooked. And so, I am meditating, I am conscious of myself as much as I can, I'm working on that with awareness, but a lot of people out there are not. And so I am preparing you for a society on the verge of explosion. I am telling you that there are individuals out there who are about to explode, to lose it. They can't take it anymore. They are suppressed, they are traumatized, they are fearful, they are scared, and they got not much to lose because they lost every possible thing in their life. This situation takes life. People killing themselves. Relationships are breaking down. Families are breaking down. Businesses are breaking down. People losing their jobs. People losing their livelihoods. People losing everything they built for years. And you know what happened to people who are suppressed and got nothing to lose? They lose it. be careful, be aware. You're gonna see a lot of stuff. Do not react, especially not in this coming month. It's a very important month. I'm giving you high warning. I am basically sounding the alarms for you, family. Okay? Please look at the title. I am sounding the alarm. Be careful. You should be very careful with your actions this month, especially around this new moon. Excuse me. Now, another important fact I want to bring, which is cool, okay? And this new moon, here where the sun, the moon, and Mars are together, they are also conjuncting. They are basically conjuncting a star in the let me spell it right, Corvus the Crow constellation. And this is very interesting. And I think now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this music a bit down, which is fantastic, very dramatic, exactly for this month. Perfect. And now I'm gonna take you into the cosmos. Okay, here's the cosmos. Second. Here's our sun. Let's journey through the cosmos. Okay, and as we go into a sun, where is my yes, there we go. No, just a second, I have a glitch in the system. Just a second, give me a second to fix it. I want to be able to here we go. Okay, here we go. Now I can show it to you. Okay, let me show it to you now. Now I'm gonna show you that. Now, okay, I think you got the concept. Just a second. I think you got the concept with the music, right? About the sounding alarm thing. It's getting a bit too intense for me. I want to bring back the mantra. Thank God for mantra. Thank God for mantra. Now what I've done to you now, that's exactly this. It's like, the month is gonna be like the previous music, but inside there is this. Sing with me. Okay. Now let's bring back the cosmos. Okay. So this is how it looks like from here. Here is your Mars conjunct the Sun. Okay. As you can see, a bit back. As you can see, here is the Earth, the Sun, and Mars, and that's the conjunction. So this is this effect of like the Earth, the Sun, and Mars, and it's fully like masculine, fiery, bombastic, powerful energy that is kind of blasting the Earth. It's basically Mars is channeling his warlike energy, action, fire through the Sun that is empowering it into the Earth. Okay? And then comes the new moon. There you go. Then comes the new moon. Here's the new moon. Okay? Earth, Moon, Sun, Mars. You see? That's how it works. There it is. So there is your line between Mars, the Sun. So this is the new moon. It's a direct needle, sharp needle of action, of war. The god of war is blowing the horn of war in the walls of Jericho and saying, "Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. We need to take action on planet Earth for justice, for balance, for fairness and equality. It's time for the warriors to rise." And a checked warrior will be able to utilize this fire properly. An unchecked warrior will basically get himself into big troubles. Okay? So this is how it works. And then so here's the Sun, here's the new moon, Earth, Moon, Sun, Mars. And look over there. Here is that quincunx to Uranus. Okay? there is that quincunx to Uranus. So as we have this like boom, 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 Uranus is zapping us when it's like bzzz, bzzz. So it's like anger, fire, action. I'm irritated. I'm aggressive. I am angry. I'm upset. And it's like, yeah. You should explode now. Bzzz, explode. Bzzz, come on, lose it. Bzzz, come on, lose it. Can't you feel that you're anxious? You're irritated? You want to change now? You want a radical change right now? So you better get out to the street and start throwing... I don't know. I don't want to say bad things on the show, okay? But you get it. It's pretty militant. If we take it to countries, it's like, I had enough of that president talked like that about my country. Fire the rockets! Fire the missiles! You suddenly, out of nowhere, like boom. Now remember what I said. It's also high potential for assassinations. Okay? So there could always be some crazy man or woman out there that has been cooking with their hatreds towards the suppression or towards the leaders or whatever. And suddenly that radical, extreme, weird person, quirky, crazy-like, suddenly is doing something completely unexpected, and that's kind of an energy that could basically translate as assassination. I do not wish that for anyone, God forbid, not for 1 second. I do not wish for war, even for 1 second. I am a man of peace, love, and light, but I'm here to tell you there is high potential for war. There is high potential for assassination. There's high potential for violence. There's high potential for aggression. There's high potential for very unpleasant experiences on planet Earth, which we are traveling to right now. Boom. Our beautiful Pachamama. Beautiful Gaia. So beautiful Gaia. And where is Australia? Here is us. The most suppressed place on Earth is right here in this tiny little spot called Melbourne. Out of this entire planet. Not in the Middle East. No. Not in Africa. No. Not in South America. No. Not in Central America or in Canada or in Russia. No. Not at all. Guess where? In Australia, mate. The no worries, no dramas. Take it easy, mate. Sweet ass, mate. We are the most suppressed, the most restricted place on Earth. Right here. It's not right, don't you think? I do. I think that it's not right. So let's go back to our solar system. And this is the situation. So let's look. Here we go. We'll zoom in a bit. So we've got Mars here, Venus here. Soon Venus will go retrograde in December, okay? And here's the Mercury retrograde. Why is Mercury retrograde? Because Mercury looks as if is moving backwards, right? So as Mercury kicks into here, from the Earth, because the Earth is moving, the Mercury is passing us, it looks as if Mercury is going backwards, and then it shifts forward and moves forward again, okay? So here's the new moon, 6th of October, the new moon, and kind of Mercury is pretty much involved there, as you can see, okay? And then the Uranus concept is there. Where was that? Here we go. So that's how Uranus affects us, right? So in the chart, look, you see how the situation, here's your Mars, conjunct the Sun, and the Moon and the Earth, right? And Mercury is close by. And here is the Uranus effect. Now see how it translates in the chart. Okay, here is the Sun with Mars and the Moon, Mercury close by, and it's doing the final alignment to Uranus, right? It's also doing a trine to Ceres, the goddess of harvest. So the things we gathered. How much Bitcoin do we have? Because that will be very beneficial. Remember, there's good things coming too for those who made the right decisions. Do we have enough silver? Do we have enough cash at home? Do we have enough food and water? Do we have enough medications in case we have to face 1, 2, 3? And it's also with Black Moon Lilith. So there's a bit of discord in the air. Okay, so that's a trine. So it's kind of like it's coming to create some action which will benefit that which we have and that which we... Sorry, my mouse wasn't there. It's coming for allowing us to take action for Ceres, the goddess of harvest, that which we have, that which we don't have yet and we want to have. And yeah, this is not for risk taking as well. So don't go and buy shit coins. Okay, this is a terrible energy to buy shit coins, because you might decide, you know what, that's it. I'm gonna buy fart coin. It's a new coin that's gonna be even better than Bitcoin, and everyone telling me I'm gonna do 1000x on it. So I'm gonna buy shitload of fart coins. Good luck. Careful with risk taking. Uranus is kind of risk taking, sudden experience. No, that's it. I'm buying fart coin. I'm done it. That's it. Done. Why did you buy that? I don't know. I just felt like it was the right thing, and someone told me. It's like, it was a scam, darling. Why didn't you ask me before? I don't know, because he told me that if I give him 10 Ethereum, he will be able to make it 100 Ethereum for me in a month. So I gave him my 10 Ethereum. But then he never answered my phone call again. Sorry, love, you got scammed. Okay, so also this part of this energy, this is important note for the crypto people. Important note for everyone, but especially for the crypto people. I would really, really love, every time I'm asking this, I really love to know if there is anyone in our community, because as I speak and as I channel, if someone of you would like to take some time-stamped points, meaning saying, for example, now where are we in the time? Right now it's 2 hours and 1 minute already. So you can, Ami spoke about crypto in 2 hours and 1 minute, and then I'll be able to put the timestamp so people will be able to navigate. Let me bring the mantra back. We need to finish this live stream very soon. Okay, there we go. Huh? What happened to the mantra? Yeah, there we go. So this is how it looks here. Now let's go back into the 3D, okay, into the universe. And so here is your Mars, Sun, Mercury, Earth, Moon, with that Uranus effect. Now, what I wanted to say about the crypto, Uranus rules electronic, internet, futuristic, cryptocurrency, all these things in Taurus, okay? Mars, malicious activity of bad people with bad intent. There is high potential for cybersecurity issues. Oops, what just happened there? Excuse me, let's fix it up. This is also part of the risk, is also for you need to be very patient and very patient and easy with electronics and computers, because Mercury retrograde is one thing, which means hiccups. I mean, even my Bluetooth Wi-Fi keyboard and mouse today was just having glitches in the communication with the computer. It was just weird. So I had to make some changes to fix that. But you have to do it like easy. Don't lose it with your electronics. Don't fix it if you're irritated, because you're going to create damage. It's like, you know what? I'm going to fix my Ledger wallet this week. No. Please do not try to fix your Ledger wallet this week. Thank you. That kind of a thing. Okay, so yeah, take time to contemplate between decision making and action. Don't make sudden rush actions without any thought into it, because it will end up with a disaster that will hurt you very quickly, very swiftly, and will affect you a lot. And so if you're going to decide that suddenly you want to get into cryptocurrency, okay? Suddenly you're getting into cryptocurrency because you finally found the initiative, and that's it, you're going to do it. You're not going to wait anymore for anyone to tell you what to do, and you're just going to go and read someone YouTube or whatever, and you don't even know how the YouTubers work and what's working behind it, the agendas. You think you got it, you think you're smarter than everyone else, but you're going to get screwed heavily. And look at that cool thing, look at that cool concept that, remember the Neptune effect as well, right? So here is Uranus, zapping them, but look at the Uranus, Mars, Neptune. Very cool. So don't be delusioned, don't be deceived, don't be lied to by Hocus Pocus, give me 1 Ethereum, I'll give you 100 Ethereum in next month, scams. Be careful with the cyber security. There's going to be a potential for cyber attacks as well, okay? Now, as the sun and the moon and the earth are in Libra, they are also falling together with, they kind of coincide. I'm looking for that. Where is it? I want to bring that up. Let's see. No, this one. I want to bring up the stars. Let me bring up the stars. No, not that. No. It's more that, yeah. I want to bring the stars. Constellations, no. Yeah. Okay. Constellation name, constellation. No. It's the stars. Where's the stars? Show. Yeah, great. So it's showing the stars. Okay. So there is a constellation here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I mean, I can't find. I don't want to waste time on that. Where is it? There is a constellation that is aligning with this. You know what? I can actually search for it. Let's see. No, comet star. Comets? Yeah? No, it doesn't have it. Okay. No, it doesn't have it. No, it's not here. No, never mind. I don't want to waste time on that. Anyway, bottom line, Sun, Moon, Earth, okay, and Mars, they are kind of aligning. It's somewhere here, okay. It's a constellation called Curvus the Crow, and that constellation is basically, this is the title, the keywords for that: craftiness, greediness, ingenuity, patience, vengefulness, passion, selfishness, lying, aggressiveness, material instinct. So there's kind of that vibration, okay, of some people may be greedy, some people may be self-centered, kind of narcissistic traits, you know, so kind of like coercion and trying to kind of coerce you or seduce you or manipulate you or gaslight you, things like that, from greedy reasons, right? Vengeful, revenge. There's kind of a tone of revenge, very karmic revenge in the air of this new moon. So there is one star called Algorab in this constellation that's somewhere here, okay? And this Algorab is ruling accidents, injuries, difficult to avoid, military attack, terrorism, assassination. Interesting that the countries that have this conjunction with Algorab are Afghanistan, China, North Korea, and Syria. All of them have that. So it'll be interesting to see if one of these countries will be like a hot spot. Afghanistan, China, North Korea, Syria. And it makes sense because, to remind you that Afghanistan 2 months ago, you know, the Al-Qaeda just basically have been handed over from the American uncle plenty of military use kind of equipment, war equipment. So I won't be surprised if there will be some rockets or helicopters or something utilized by the Al-Qaeda there. China is also one of the countries, so I won't be surprised. North Korea also a hotspot, and Syria a hotspot. All of them are hotspots, so it will be interesting. The other comet called 269 Justitia, and Justitia was a Roman goddess of justice, moral force, the divine order family, and the divine law, and she was custom scale of justice. She was weighing the evidence, and she had a sword of authority for swift and final justice. You see what I mean? There's potential for aggression, militant activity, assassination, all these things. And there's also, it's kind of based on human rights, human justice, moral force, divine order, karma. And then the other comet is called 3811. It's somewhere here. And 3811 relates to incarnation, karma, cause and effect, based on intent and action influence in future. And so there is, that kind of aspect of this energy. Now, the other thing about this new moon that I want to show you that is very powerful, on top of bringing all this fire and action and activity and war and assassination, all these kind of things that I just mentioned, I don't want to say it again. On top of that, we have, where are you? Where is it? There we go. Uncle Pluto.
Darth Vader, I am your father.
Pluto, dear Pluto, is basically the first planet to station direct 7 hours after the new moon. So as soon as the new moon happens, with all that Mars and Uranus and all that thing that is happening there, then Pluto, basically, here we go, Pluto There you go. Bit of information about Pluto. See, here's Pluto. Okay, is basically stationed in direct 7 hours after the new moon. Now Pluto rules death and rebirth, incarnation, and power, the abuse of power. So when Pluto retrograde, when Pluto retrograded on the 28th of April this year until this new moon, 6th of October, 5 months. Every year, 5 months. Pluto archetypes around power and control. Okay? So, power and control. And here's our sun, right? He's far away. And so, in the last 5 months, we all have been facing issues around power and control. Now, Pluto rules Scorpio. It could be that you became aware of someone that's been manipulating you, controlling you, overpowering you, disempowering you, manipulating you, and over these 5 months you've been really processing it to the point that you realize now that you are letting it go. Or you might have been the person that has been manipulating, abusing power, utilizing that in the right way and abusing other people, and suddenly you are coming to the point where you are being forced to let go, or you have to let go. Okay? Now, Pluto also rules Scorpio, so it's also sexuality, and it's substance abuse. So in these 5 months, you may have become more aware of how alcohol or drugs have took over your life, and because of lockdown, you just allowed yourself to develop bad habits of, smoking. I know this week last week I've heard a story about a friend that took, they found a dog in a very bad condition. They came very scared. The dog was kind of in the corner, not responding, pishing, and they got really scared, so they took it to the vet. And that's the story that came to me. And within 1 minute, the vet looked at them and says like, okay, let's be honest here. Do you have weed at home? And they say, yeah. And said like, yeah, that's what it's like. Your dog ate your weed, basically. And then the explanation is that for dogs to consume weed is basically like a person will take an unexpected LSD and it will happen like a bad trip. It's very bad for the dogs. And so the dog was traumatized for a few days, basically. And the friend asked the vet, is like, how did you know? She's like, over the last week, I had more than 12 dogs come in here after the same case. She said, ever since lockdown started, everyone's smoking much more marijuana, and their pets are basically just like, it happened that the pets are eating their marijuana or whatever, and suddenly they come to the vets and they're completely out of it. This is just funny stories of lockdown, yeah? It's funny, but poor dogs, right? And so be aware of that as well, that maybe it's substance for you, maybe in these 5 months since April you've been contemplating about the way you live your life, your alcohol, sex. How have you been utilizing sex? Maybe your sexual partner has been mistreating you, misusing, maybe you've been abusing your sex, maybe addiction to porn, maybe addiction to all kind of sexual things. So this kind of coming now, Pluto moves direct and it's like, okay, you know what, it's time to really take action. I'm done with this crap. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm done with you. I'm out of here. And remember, this is coming together with like 2 days, a day after Mercury is doing the trine to Jupiter, which brings the let's plan a new future, let's move, let's do that. So people are kind of like coming from the trauma of the weekend into tomorrow expansion optimistic point of view, but then the dark moon phase comes, and then comes the Mars together with the new moon, with the Uranus, and suddenly people are kind of like, I'm taking action, that's it, vroom, 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 vroom. Pluto moves direct, and the power switched back on, baby. And now the retrograde season galore is slowly, one by one, is going like chick, chick, chick. So think that the train was driving, and then the train stopped. And then like, we have to go backwards. Everyone please sit in your seat. And suddenly the trains moved kind of slowly backwards, like a roller coaster, okay? So a roller coaster, think like, think, the pirate ship. You move like that, and then you move like that. And the higher you move forward, the higher you move backwards. And that's the retrograde. So the retrograde came and took us all the way to the top of the pirate ship. And we are standing there upside down with our heads pointing down our hairs are falling down. It's like, wow, this is nuts, man. The only thing that holds me from dying right now is a piece of metal around my waist that I trust that the owner of the Luna Park maintained properly. I give them my power. And then suddenly, the new moon in Libra. It's time for justice and action. Everyone's upset, everyone's angry, everyone wants justice, everyone wants fairness, everyone wants equality. And then it's Pluto is squaring Aries as well this week. Oh my goodness. Pluto 2418, Aries 2020. And as we go, when is it exactly? Aries, there we go. Bam! On Saturday, will be the fifth time, the fifth square between Aries and Pluto, okay? So Aries and Pluto. So on top of the fiery new moon with the Sun and Mars and Uranus, this is, and it's not just Saturday, it's all this week. It's like, it's a very slow, because I'm going to show you now Aries and Pluto, so you understand how, slow that is. Just a second. Let me show that to you. Here it is. Let's go back to our solar system. Oops. What is this? Let's go back to our solar system. Thank you. And Pluto. Here is Pluto. Okay. Look at that. Here is Pluto. Here is Aries. So when I'm telling you that it's on Saturday, you need to understand it's not, they're not going to wait for, oh, we're only going to date together on Saturday. No. It is happening. Okay. Here it is. That's that square. Okay. Here is Aries. Okay. Here is Aries. Here is Pluto. And that's the square. So basically they did this 7 times in 2020, 2021, 2022. And this is what bringing people out to the street. This is the feminine activism of acting for the unprivileged, acting for the underdog, speaking up for the people who can't speak up for themselves, marching the streets saying this is unjust, this is unright, people are killing themselves for God's sake. So that's on top of all that fire, okay? Let me show you Aries. Here is Aries. Let's travel to Aries. Here is Aries, okay? Now, where's Pluto? Back to the solar system, that was Aries. And that's Pluto. So, okay. So here's that square. I'm going to try to zoom out there. It's very far. Here is that square. If we go to the Earth again, where's the Earth? Here's the Earth. Oops, sorry. 6th of October is here. Okay. And here is the Earth. Okay, the Earth is here. And here's the Pluto. And here's the Aries. So remember, the Earth is here. Okay, right there, the Earth. Pluto, square Aries. So Aries, square Pluto, and the Earth is there. So that's on top of that. I just wanted to show you that. And that's on Saturday. And so, for anyone who's searching for action, action is coming. Until now, it might have been a horror film. Now it's becoming an action film, okay? And so, for us, remember, the main warning of this time is think before you act, construct your energy, harvest all this power in a constructive way, initiate and create and change your life and work on a project that is very important for you. Get something going, something you've been procrastinating on, something you've been thinking of, a change in your life. That's where you need to bring that energy into. But be careful. Patience, lots of regulation, lots of water, and avoid aggression by all cause, avoid disputes, avoid outbursts of energy. And if it happened to you, immediately fix it. Okay, you know what? I need some time. Let me go. Okay? And so that's about this new moon and Pluto direct. So Pluto direct is happening again on the Wednesday. Let's go back to the Wednesday new moon. Pluto direct, here comes the moon, and then if you see Pluto, here it is, right? Follow it. 24 is stationing on the new moon, so it's already dead stop, okay? And then There it is. On Thursday, 6 a.m., waking up into Thursday, Pluto, baby, switch back on, the agent of evolution, transformation on a deep level, reclaiming power, reclaiming sex, reclaiming money from any form of abuse, of manipulation. Pluto is in Capricorn, of government, of authority, of hierarchy. Do you get where I'm going, family? I'm telling you, all this drama you're falling into on the 3D, you're wasting your precious energy. You're missing the whole point. The 3D is already being described in the script. It's all gonna change. Don't worry about it. Don't be afraid. You just make sure that you take care of your personal ascension process. Take care of your personal environment. The North Node is in Gemini. It's all about you, your personal life, your relationships, your job, your location, your home, your environment. That's what you need to focus on. If you focus on the collective and what they say how we're gonna live and you're falling down the hocus pocus, okay? And you're missing the whole point, and you're gonna miss the real opportunity of creating a really significant shift in your personal life just by small little tweaks. So that's the game all this year has been, okay? Now, as we go into Thursday and Pluto switches back on, what else is happening? The moon conjunct Mercury in where are we? In Libra, okay? So here we are communicating and expressing our thought as Pluto is like, I'm moving out. We're done. I'm separating. I'm ending. I'm moving. I'm birthing. I'm pregnant. I'm in love. I met someone new. Rebirth, right? A new relationship, which could be a whirlwind, could be very intense, very deep, very passionate, right? So new connections, okay? So, because, Mars is still with the Sun, and they're still with Uranus, right? It's all pointing at them. Look, from everywhere, everything is pointing at them. Then, Pluto station direct. This is then already Thursday, and basically 4 days later, on Sunday, there we go, just a second, then we have another good news. On next Monday, we'll talk about next Monday, on next Monday, Saturn goes direct. And so in October, as we start October, we have this fiery new moon, war, the alarm bells of war are basically, you can hear them loud and clear. Pluto's move direct, Saturn then on Monday the 11th, move direct. And then on the 18th, on the 19th, Jupiter moves direct. So boom, boom, boom. The power, okay, power and control, moving forward into a new stage of evolution. Karma, Saturn, law and order, moving forward. So, and then Jupiter, expansion, the opening, the abundance, the gates of the future. So the whole process is gonna go through a massive shift in October, from like a massive time of hibernation, of all like retrograde, nothing really is happening, we're all being cooked in this lockdown suppression place, and suddenly like spring equinox, full moon in Pisces, and then comes new moon in Libra with Mars and Uranus and Pluto station in direct, and then Saturn station in direct and Jupiter station in direct, while we are still in Libra season of justice and balance and fairness and equality. And Pluto is square in Aries. There is activism, there is fire in the streets. The populace, the people of the world, we are many. Millions and billions had enough, and they're starting to say this shall not continue any further in this way. Truth must be exposed. Venus is in Scorpio. By then, Venus is already moving out of Scorpio, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. By then, by the time Jupiter moved direct as well, Venus is already in optimistic Sagittarius. But let's go back. Okay, let's go back. Here we are now. So Venus, on this new moon, on top of everything, Venus is on the 28 degree, critical degrees of Scorpio, the end. The most intense, the most intimate, the most deep about sex and power and money and corruption and lies and deceits, and everything comes up, okay? So things are gonna come out, and they're gonna be outrageous, they're gonna create anger, they're gonna create activism, there's gonna be a lot of things, but remember, there's potential for wars, and any wrong actions will have bad karma, very swift, quick justice. Don't do bad thing to yourself, meaning don't meditate and listen to mantras and then go to the street, and as soon as you're out in the street, have an argument and you find yourself being like in a fight. Be careful. Okay? That's this week, family. And I will see you next Sunday when Pluto will already be direct. And Saturn will be really ready to move forward next Sunday. When I see you next Sunday, we'll have a very optimistic Moon conjunct Venus in Sagittarius. I love you lots, family. I would like to end this live stream with another final speech. Okay? Let's stop the mantra first. Mantra stop. This has been a very long one. We should end. And this is the final speech. I love you all. Let me just say hello to the chat room. What happened here? I don't know. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Hello, Jessica, beautiful Jessica. I didn't see that before. Kate, Kate is thanking Pala. Awesome. Natalie, I don't know. They blocked your message. Let me see what's going on there. Where was that? Kate, okay. Natalie, message retracted. Cheryl, I don't know what you wrote there. Paula is happy for Kate. That's fantastic. Leah, you will love the walkies. Okay. Vanessa, thank you for the message. Read October loud and clear. Yes. I'm a polished, ready to wear. Bunker down, family. Bunker down. Bunker down in your sacred spaces. Play your mantras. Burn your sages. And just kind of create the sacred spaces and plan your life. Take action in your life, in your personal life. Okay? Okay, Matthew as well. Matthew, brother Matthew. Oh my God, fantastic. SASC, I have broken knee. Someone can take me on a virtual walk. Well, you can definitely do that. I just took you to a virtual walk in the cosmos. I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, like the YouTube, press like on the YouTube, subscribe to our channel, join our Patreon, support us, people. This is a free offering. You feel more than welcome to support us back. And okay, communication there between you guys, fantastic. I'm just skipping in. Laptop crashed. Natalie, Ami, what did you mean to say about that strange sounding galaxy you read out that also aligns with the Earth? I didn't understand that. Oh, okay, I explained that. Okay. Steve-O, hi. How high? TMK in April. Bitcoin. What? What are you talking about, man? What April? We are now in October. By the time we get to April, there will be many things. How high will be Bitcoin in dollar? The real question is how low will the dollar be? Not how high will Bitcoin be in the dollar. Everyone who's investing in Bitcoin as a way of making more dollar do not understand the whole concept. We do not buy Bitcoin in order to have more dollar in the future. We are buying more Bitcoin because the dollar is going to die. How many times do I need to say it? The dollar is going to die. The dollar is going to zero. Okay? So you need to switch your dollars into Bitcoin or silver and gold before the dollar loses value. At the moment, you still have the luxury of taking action. Ruina, welcome Ruina. Late is better than sorry, and late is better than never. Okay, and what did I miss? Daniel Larosso, welcome. Emergency power come to end in December. Yeah. So yeah, the emergency powers come to end in December, and December is the final square of Uranus and Saturn, so trust the divine order. You're welcome, Dana. Thank you, Om, for the month ahead. Exactly. Thank you, everyone. APR, Roina, Christy, Simone, Marianne from England. Your birthday is on Wednesday. Wow, Marianne, a very powerful birthday you're gonna have. Now remember, family, this new moon is setting the tone for the whole month. So pay attention. These warnings are not just for this week. This warning is as a whole for this entire month to choose very carefully our actions and to be very conscious of our energy. Roll King, I love you, brother. And Catherine. Okay. Love you, family. Have a great week. Stay centered. Drink lots of water. Regulate yourself. Do not allow yourself to become angry, aggressive. Walk away from any aggression, okay? I'm going to end with Morpheus. Sending you love, family. Be good. Happy new moon in Libra. May peace be with you. May be always protected by the divine love, by the divine light. Warriors, step into your power, the power of your love. Remember who you are beyond this time on earth. Rise and shine again. I love you. Peace, love, happiness. Be good. Here's Morpheus.
Believe me when I say we have a difficult time ahead of us. But if we are to be prepared for it, we must first shed our fear of it. I stand here before you now, truthfully, unafraid. Why? Because I believe something you do not? No. I stand here without fear because I remember. I remember that I am here not because of the path that lies before me, but because of the path that lies behind me. I remember that for 100 years we have fought these machines. I remember that for 100 years they have sent their armies to destroy us. And after a century of war, I remember that which matters most. We are still here!
We are still here, family. We are still here, baby.
Tonight, let us send a message to that army. Tonight, let us shake this cave. Tonight, let us tremble these halls of earth, steel, and stone. Let us be heard from red car to black sky. Tonight, let us make them remember. This is Zion, and we are not afraid!
We are not afraid, family. We are not afraid, okay? Be good. Love you. Have a great week. Peace.